Hello and welcome. I'm Surprise of Surprise Radio. Thank you for joining me. If this is your first time here, I have a lot to offer you. I don't normally just do reaction videos. Most of the time what I actually do is I scour the internet for the best in independent music. That's what you'll find on Surprise Radio is the best in independent, underground, unsigned, and underrated music and artists. I am taking a little bit of a break from doing my normal show, but I am still doing some reaction videos because there's been a lot of really good music released July of 2023. And I just couldn't ignore all the really good music out there, so I changed my format just a little bit for a few weeks. I'm recording some reaction videos. I also have a Live 365 radio station. If you enjoy independent music, I strongly encourage you to check out my radio station. That's all I play. Independent, underground, unsigned, and underrated music and artists. That's what I do here. That's what I play on my radio station. That's what I live for. One of those artists is Waking Terra. I have a lot of their music on my radio station. They released a new song recently, and I wanted to check it out. I wanted to do a reaction video so that you could also check it out. This is Waking Terra with their new song, Beautiful Crash. Let's check it out. That was Beautiful Crash by Waking Terra. So there's so many things I want to talk about to kick things off. Sorry, I have so many thoughts. The first thing I want to talk about is the message of the video. What looks like a very serious situation. I got the privilege to interview Waking Terra a few months back. And at that time, they were supposed to actually be uh, guests at a concert at a Comic Con. This Comic Con was supposed to honor and help raise money and awareness for suicide prevention because, in honor of Jason David Frank. Jason David Frank was a very prolifically known actor that did some Power Ranger stuff. He was one of the most well-known Power Ranger actors that I know of anyway. I wasn't a Power Rangers fan, but I've been to a lot of Comic Cons, and Jason David Frank was always sought after, always had a long line, always had a lot of people there to see him. He took his life. I can't remember if it was this year or last year. I'm sorry, but I know it was pretty recently. And the Comic Con, I think it was late last year. The Comic Con, their idea was to help raise awareness for suicide prevention. Now, I know Waking Terra didn't get to play that show, but what we talked about in the conversation that I had with them was their passion for that very cause. And I think it came through in the art for this. This is why I wanted to make sure that I mentioned it right off the bat, was because I know how passionate they are about the subject matter and how passionate I am about the subject matter. All of this a very generic way to tell you all, anybody watching this, that you're not alone. You're not alone in these feelings. You're not alone in, and I mean, you know, I try to dance around it without just flat out saying it, but to be as 100% blunt as I possibly can be, please don't take your own life. Please. I personally have had experience with that. I'm not going to get into that too much in this video. I know it's supposed to be a reaction video, and this is not maybe what everybody is here for, is to hear about my life, but I do have quite a bit of experience in those feelings and those situations. And if things had gone how I tried to make them go when I was 15, I wouldn't be here today. And if that had happened, I wouldn't know the things that I do. One thing that I do know is that most of the time, these feelings are temporary and something better is around the corner. And even if life doesn't feel like there's something better around the corner, at the very least, there's people out there that care about you, that don't want, on any level, and don't want to lose you. So, you know, like I said, I don't want to get too preachy, too far into that, but I feel like that's the subject matter of the video, so it's appropriate to say there's a lot of people out there that are here for you. Surprise Radio is here for you. I can't necessarily spend all my time taking care of all the people that watch my videos, but I certainly wouldn't want you to think that you don't matter to me, that you would be the one person that, oh, well, I'm not going to send them a message because I'm just nobody. You're not nobody. And I'm here. If I'm the only person that you've got, come to me and I'll be there. And I'll do whatever I can to at least listen and whatever. And there's a lot of people out there like that. I know that Waking Terra is a lot like that because I've talked to them. I know that a few other bands that I've talked to are like that because I've talked to them. You can go watch the interviews with them and they'll tell you themselves, we're here for you. So, please don't feel alone. And not only are these bands and my friends and me and all of these other people here for you, but there's licensed professionals that are here for you. It might not be easy to get a hold of them, but my goodness, please, do whatever it takes to be heard. Please. You're not alone. I promise you're not alone. Having said all of that, that was a very beautiful song. If you've watched any of my videos, you know that I'm a big fan of bass heavy music, and there was a lot of really yummy bass in that song. I thought it was beautiful. I thought it was sang very well. This was a little bit of a slower song. If you're not familiar with Waking Terra, they do have heavier songs. They do have a bit of a Seven Dust sound. We talked about that in the interview as well. It's not necessarily something that they go for, but if you had to find a comp band, somebody that they sounded a lot like, Seven Dust would be easy to say because they do have a lot of the same double bass, da 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 type sound. I don't know how else to describe it. Sorry if that's not very good, but that's not the point. The point is, Waking Terra is amazing, and this was a much slower version of their sound, but it was very beautiful, and I loved it. And I love that they made this song, and I hope that you enjoyed it too. If you did, always go and support the artist. You can support me as well if you want. That's great. What I do is I try to bring you music that you might not know about. But that's what I do. I'm not as big of a deal as the people that are making the music. That's who I want you to go and like the video. I want you to go subscribe to their music. I want you to go follow their Spotify's or Apple Music or Amazon Music or Facebook page or Instagram or whatever it is that you do to find your music. Go check out Waking Terra. Go check out these bands that I feature. They're amazing, they're awesome, and you should be supporting them as much as you possibly can. As always, I am your host, Surprise. If you enjoyed this, maybe subscribe so that you can hear some more music that you hadn't heard before, but that you'll really, really like, because I will bring it to you here soon. As always, have a good one, and be kind to each other.